Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another car video. It's better to be seen as sexy than handsome with women. It's showing something, don't worry about me. It's better to be seen as sexy rather than handsome. And, I was thinking about it because somebody said something on one of my videos. I think it was a video talking about average men, how the real reason they getting women. And you get somebody on there who I know didn't listen to the videos. Oh, no, you wrong. Look, I'm gonna tell you something now. Unless you can tell me what streets you on, what real life you've living, how many like freak parties you've been to, I ain't listening. Seriously, I ain't listening. Cause shit, I don't talk about. Ain't no theory and shit. Ain't no theory. I've actually had sex out here. I've actually dealt with different women, and I've actually been in environments where they getting down like that. And shit, just from personal experience and knowing motherfuckers, I know they getting the pussy. Shit, the women telling me that they were fucking certain dudes. Shit. No, not going out with them, fucking them. Nah, you after a while you say, oh, this is what's up. And it's actually better. And I'm gonna tell you why it's better. See, if you say handsome, yeah, that's cool, but let's be real about something. If all it took was just being handsome, why you got so many videos on handsome man game? Seriously, why would they need game for if they handsome? If that's all it took, they wouldn't need game, would they? Seriously. Like, one of the things that exploded me about a year ago when I was doing all those handsome man videos, guys saying, well, they said I was handsome and all of that. Here's the issue, though. Handsome and sexy ain't the same thing. A man could be handsome, but a woman ain't gonna want to get down on her knees and suck his dick. Seriously. Yeah, that's cool. They'll look at him. But shit, you got some women, they'll cheat on a handsome man with some so-so looking man. Seriously. And also, shoot, think about something else. A woman can call her brother, her biological brother, handsome. She can call a gay man handsome. Seriously. They do that all the time. And still, they ain't going to want to give it to a guy. Now, that's why they'll say something, yeah, he's handsome and sexy, or hot and sexy, because they differentiate. Because sexy, that's, looks play a part in that. A part, but the thing with sexy is all about your physicality and your attitude and your mindset. That's the thing with it. And it's early in the morning, y'all. It's early in the morning. But it plays a part in it, and it's better. Because let me get back to why I even said that. Because if you out here, like in the real world, and not just what you see, just knowing, if you type go to parties, if you the type who been in like shall we say more private parties, if you actually been in the shadow world, if you've been in just the surface of it, be into some BDMSM or some of the swinger parties, shit like that. Shit. The man's facial features, and they just put it like this, they couldn't be models. Like, I give you a great example, porn. How many of those dudes look like they could be models? It's more, hey, let's just be real. It's more about, when you're talking about sex, it's more about your body build. It's more about your body build and your joint. And then you gotta have that certain attitude that a woman will judge as sexy, certain demeanor, posture, everything that triggers her sexual interest. And I'm gonna tell you what, that's actually more powerful anyway. Because the limit with handsome is, unless you in that 1% of 1% who just got those looks, who a consensus of people across the planet will think will look good. And that's only a handful of men like that. Let's just be real. It's only a handful. You got to have more than it. But everybody else, they all going to have a group. Even like a lot of movie stars, you talk to a lot of people. You get some who will call some movie stars like real handsome. They be on some handsome man list. But then I've seen some other lists, they call the men ugly sexy. And that's the thing. And it's like, well, work more on that sex appeal. Because look, and let me get into the nature of a woman. She'll see the difference. Like she might go out with a handsome man. Okay, he look good. Okay, let's see what's up. And then, she get home, she chill, change her clothes, put on that nice little nightie, that teddy, that lingerie. Then call up some rough-looking dude or something, but he tearing her shit up. Because the thing with a woman, when she's having sex, she wants to feel good. Because when she in bed with you, she ain't looking at your face. If you fucking her right, anyway. You want her eyes closed, or her eyes rolling in the back of her head. She want to feel something. Shit, she get in that like trance, everything. Shit. And especially doggy style, she ain't looking at you at all. She backing that thing up. She want to be with that man going to satisfy. Like actually do the do. And a lot of guys don't get that. Because like I always say, when a woman is checking out a guy, one is on different levels. She want that man, like if she just wants somebody she gonna look good in public with, oh yeah, definitely be handsome. Shit, that's better if she wants to be in public. But let's just be real. A lot of guys talking about a female nature. Who they hang out with in public ain't necessarily who they fucking. And a whole lot of women, they got that one guy they ain't gonna never want to be seen in public with, but he's sexy as shit and he's dicking them down. And that's just the reality. Now some guys say, oh, that ain't the case. Ain't getting no pussy. Guarantee if you put them under a lie detector, anybody who's like go against that, you put them under a lie detector, you find out they're a virgin. Or the most sex they got was from an escort or something like that, who's basically lying to them anyway. Shit. But when you out here and find out who the women actually get with, and especially if you know the women, you know, when you know the women, shit. When you know the women, shoot, and they tell you they straight up who they getting with, or they be like, Rom, yeah, this guy tore me up. Because women, that's one thing. Because I don't judge a woman's sexuality or what they do. Like, she could tell me she slept with 100. Like, I ain't one of those people worried about a woman's body count, and they sense that. I could care less. Or some of the bullshit some people say. Oh, let me, Nah, I was about to say something about body count, but it will fuck some people's heads up. You start an unnecessary conversation. An unnecessary convo. But, you know, that's the whole thing, though. That's the whole thing. Because if you out here in the streets, you out here in the real world, you out here talk to people, actually know people, not speculate, not listening to what some content creators saying. A lot of content creators leading y'all straight, man, like a motherfucker. But you actually listen. Well, the money's there, I guess so. Damn, you really had to get over there, didn't you? God damn. But you really be out in the street, see who getting it. It be some motherfuckers, they ain't gonna be, they ain't gonna be like it's a modeling contract or something like that. Shoot, I still remember this dude. I ain't talked about him before, the Rhino. That dude didn't have upper teeth. But he was tearing. I saw a couple of women he was tearing up. I was like, damn. Yeah, but you know, the thing with him was he had no problems letting a woman know he'll fuck their brains out. Because that's one of the things, and I notice a lot of people, they ain't talking about the sex part and all of it. I noticed that. Everybody talking about the physicality and all of that. That's cool, but nobody's talking about, or even trying to develop sex appeal, but you still got to perform. You still got to perform. You got to look like you want to do something. You got to look like you can last more than a minute. Shit. You gotta look like you can dominate in the bedroom. If you give them that shit, if you give women that vibe, shit. As long as your ass ain't just totally hideous and shit, she forgives a whole lot. Because she ain't trying to have a baby with you. Now, if she trying to have a baby with you, you know, it's probably, then it's important that you handsome. But let's just be real. A lot of these women out here, they ain't trying to have a baby. And indeed, some women, I'm going to tell you what. Yeah, I say I'm going on women, but y'all got to understand a woman's nature. There's some women, they'll get the handsome man to have the baby with. And still keep fucking the so-so dude. Still keep fucking the so-so dude. Or the side dude. And that side dude don't even match what the baby daddy had. And even with that, speaking of baby daddy, you get sometimes the women don't even give a fuck, turning him out so much. They'll have his baby, even if he ain't all that. Oh, man. But that's the thing, because see, the biggest single issue out here, though. Because I can explain that all day and dudes ain't gonna get it. I can explain that shit all day and dudes ain't gonna get it because they ain't getting none. They ain't getting none. They ain't in circles where they might know a guy who's getting some. They ain't going out. But then they trying to act like they know what's up. They see some videos with, you know, some content creators telling them some kindergarten ass shit. And then, you know, they think that's it. But I'm like, well, hold up. It look different out here when you actually around some people. You know? When you actually have gotten sex and not had to pay for that shit. You know? Like, let me speak on that real quick. That's why a lot of guys think, well, you gotta pay. Dude. Then they can't explain why some broke dude getting it, or, you know, as somebody just comment, dude said he was 20, fucking a 42-year-old. You think he paying for that shit? Yeah. But it's just really a lot of guys really in this space, nobody really wants to get in. Well, a few people only going to truly get into sex. You got maybe a couple content creators who are going to get into the sexual side. You know? And how women going to really get down. And who they going to get down with. That's why I emphasize body game so much. And not like some perfect body. Because, you know, a body, that's a prime thing that turns a woman on sexually. The prime thing. They got to like what you look like naked. And you don't have to be perfect. They just have to like it. And a lot of women, shit, you know, as long as you look like you can pick her up, throw her around. As long as you look like you can thrust. You know? I remember this woman, she said it in her book, because the characters, talking about some characters' legs and stuff, look like you can get that good thrust. That's how they be faking too. And they definitely be shit. Let's just be honest. Women be looking at prints. If you don't got it like that, just tell her you're a grower. I'm serious. Just tell her you're a grower. Get her in there and then say, oh damn, look what's coming up. But that's the game for real though. And really, that's why I always say, that's why if you really look at my work, you really look at my my Patreon, my main Patreon. I got two Patreons, but my main one, I'm talking about sexual dynamics. Because if you turn a woman on, if a woman is turned on by you sexually, and like I said, that's more than just your face, and more than just your body. Those are good. But is she going like how you moving? Are you coming off corny or goofy, or you coming off with sexual confidence? I still gotta do that on demand video, building sexual confidence. I'm gonna do it this week or next week on demand though, because they want to know, can a motherfucker fuck? You know, because that's still one of the greatest things that many men lose out on a woman. They can actually get her, but they ain't satisfied. I've heard women have gotten back to me and said, because remember, a third of my clients are women, and they'll say, nah, the dude couldn't fuck. You know? And unfortunately, for some guys, yeah, size matters to some women. And if you know you ain't packing like that, hell, you better get some skills. You better have some skills. You better know how to work that shit. That's why I talk about the G-spot. And like, if you know you ain't working with all of that, you need to arouse her. And her shit'll tight. Her shit'll grip this if you arouse her properly. A lot of guys don't arouse her properly, but her shit will grip this. Remember, I made a woman squirt with this. I mean, you know, you just gotta get some good skill and everything. But a lot of guys ain't focused on that. They focus on some other stuff, but I say, man, you still gotta get her wet. Because even with the looks thing, like I said, unless you in that 1% or 1% or 1%, you just got some universally good looks. And even they better have some sex appeal to the woman. Your looks ain't gonna, you never know. You trying to talk to a woman, like some other woman called you handsome, but then the other woman, you know, she like, eh. Just trust me, that sex appeal works. I know that from personal experience. Some of my longest sex partners, they ain't think much about my face. They're like, it's alright. But they kept fucking because, well, they had other things. Oh, man. They had other things. And trust me, they looking at that. But, yeah, that sex appeal thing, how you carry yourself, how you act. Seriously. And like I said, let me get back to it again, because you get some guys, they be like, well, is there a survey on that or anything? No, motherfucker. You got to be out in the streets. You got to actually talk to people. You actually got to pay attention to shit. Hell, go to a club. Shit. Watch who's getting the women or grinding up on the women. Shit. If you can. Well, I was going to say, if you can dip into the shadow world, but let's just be real, most dudes ain't going to get there. Then that's when you really see shit. That's when you see shit. Or get comfortable, or get that guy, get comfortable, get develop the ability to get a woman comfortable talking about her sexuality around her and how she get down. Which, incidentally, is some game. If a woman get comfortable enough to talk about sex, you can eventually stroke her. Even if y'all supposedly friends. Once you get comfortable talking about sex with you, boom, there you go. So, anyway. Yeah, that's the thing. But once you understand just that, then you can focus on it. Then shit makes sense to you, you know. Once you understand just the sex part, you know. And I'm gonna say this now. Until some of these content, like I said, I don't really take any of these content creators talking about dating and stuff. I don't take them seriously unless they got sex in the conversation. I'm just gonna be real with it. I don't take them seriously. Because you understand, and even a woman's sexual nature, that explains everything. That explains everything. Oh, man. So, And until you do, and until you really understand who to get down with, a woman's sexual motivations, and not what you speculate neither, just knowing what have you experienced personally. Like, I'm gonna tell you what, I wouldn't pay attention to anybody if they can't, under a lie detector, say they at least fucked 20 women. I'm serious. Like, under a lie detector, at least 20. I'm saying minimum 20. Because that's even higher than the average of, that's several times higher than the average of 5 per men. And 20, and hold up. Not just 20 women that weren't escorts or that they had to trick on. Like 20 women who wanted to fuck them. I'm going to be real. And people say, well, damn, I'm getting law and everything. Look, I'm seeing too many men having trouble out here. Too many men complaining and shit. So I'm telling you what's up. And I know for a fact, the men who followed what I'm saying and did it, because I get feedback every single day, they win it. So, develop that sex appeal. You know, if you don't look like fashion model of the world, don't worry about it. That's a different world anyway. Seriously. That's a different world. In fact, I told you, one of my favorite rejections. This woman, she looked me dead in my eye. She looked me dead in the eye and said, you know, I couldn't give you any. And she said, you too pretty. I was like, shit. Oh, man, this is when I was younger. She said, you got pretty eyes and smooth skin. And you too pretty. And she want that rough motherfucker. I just laughed. I respected her honesty. And that's just a reality. And stuff. So, you know, I wasn't sexy to her. And it was cool. It is what it is. You ain't gonna be sexy to everybody. That's why I say deal with the women who feeling. So, anyway, that's all I have for today. I want y'all to really think about that. Seriously, ask yourself, who the fuck talking about a woman's sexual nature? You know, who they really fuck. And let me say something about that too, because I've seen some videos and they'll ask the woman, hey, face or body? And some will say face, some will say body. You got to take that with a grain of salt. Like, the best way to ask a woman something is in private with the cameras off. They're always going to say what's politically correct. And they're going to say stuff to make them look like a goody-goody girl. You know? Shit. Hell, the most honest thing asking a woman what she wants are those smash and pass videos. That's the closest to honest. And even then, you got to be like, But if you want to know what a woman really think, you got to catch her in private. And then you got to be the type who know how to read a woman. You got to be the type. So, anyway, that's it for this morning. Yeah, I'll see this in the afternoon, though. I got to go home and do my thing. I'll talk to y'all. Peace and blessings.